Mrs. Mable used to be a Miss Mable until the day she got married. She used to be so beautiful. But as any marriage goes, it became horrendous. Mrs. Mable used to love roller skating. Well, at least she used to when she was young and beautiful. Even though animatronics can age, they can still grow old in metal. So, Mrs. Mable, or Miss Mable back then, being a roller skater was atrocious. Most men didn't like that Miss Mable was roller skating. Most men only found it as a male sport. But Miss Mable wanted to prove them all wrong. So, when a competition came around, she starred in it, winning every single one. And let's just say she met a, well, nice man. And she started to date him. His name being Eric Davis. And Eric, well, he was just horrendous to Miss Mable. Even though Miss Mable didn't realize it, she was being treated in all the poor ways that a woman could be treated. Eric was how do I put this? Let's just say he was a special kind of case. And he would come home every night, turning her into something she wasn't. Turning her into a cook, telling her to get an actual job, like a teacher. And, well, she became a teacher, alright. Soon enough, Eric started to starve her. But Eric wasn't Eric. Eric was actually the mimic, tricking her into being something she wasn't. Mrs. Mable fell victim to the mimic, and now she's Mrs. Mable, a teacher so hungry that she would eat anyone and anything. She was starved for years, and she is so hungry. You did this to me, Mrs. Mable would yell out at Eric occasionally, which of course Eric, being manipulative as a mimic, which he is, but back then she was like, I love roller skating so much. But now Mrs. Mable is a nobody, and nobody knew that she used to be a roller skate champion. Now we all know her as a hungry teacher. Will she be saved? Well, let's find out.